Hello lovers, I've got a subscriber called John and he has been he's been posting my stuff ever since the beginning. So I've decided I'm going to do him a solid and do something about Carlos Santana because I know he loves him. I've listened to hours of Santana and I've managed to pick out some of his guitar tropes. I've managed to figure out how he gets his tone, roughly, and I've figured out his favourite mode. Here's me trying my best to emulate him. Hello again. That was all right, wasn't it? So hopefully that was good enough to show that I did my homework. Although it does sound a little bit like Carlos Santana mixed with maybe Paul Kossoff. I can't help that, it's just me. Right, first of all, let's try and get that tone. I've seen that he uses all kinds of amps, from Dumbles to Bluto tones to Mesa Boogies. But I think his current favourite is a Snakeskin Mesa Boogie from the 70s. He has his bass tone at about 3 o'clock, his middle tone about 1 o'clock, and his treble tone about 11 o'clock. His guitars seem to be mostly PRS, but I have seen him use SGs in the past. In the live videos that I've watched, he seems to have his pickup in either the rhythm section or in the middle. That's rhythm, that's middle, that's treble. It's got it written on there. He likes to use the volume control to go from clean to sort of lead tones. So you probably have it quite cranked and then just roll it back like that and then bosh it up for when he wants to kick off. He might also be backing off some of the tone control as well. It's hard to tell whether he's doing it on the amp or doing it on the guitar. I also saw that he uses a custom gauge of strings going from, I think it was 9.5 to on the top E string to about, I think it was 43 on the E string. So it's quite a thin set. And also he likes to use a sort of hard triangular pick. Very triangular. Okay, so that brings me on to the mode. From what I can tell, he likes the Dorian mode the best. And there are a couple of ways to break down what that means. So in my example, I was playing A Dorian. So if you're playing an A Dorian, you can play the notes of the G major scale, but treat A as the root note. Have a look at the example here. Or you could take, if you're playing an A Dorian, play around the E minor pentatonic shape up on the 12th fret. That makes it easier for you because that's the relative minor of G major. Obviously you're going to have to change the licks a bit because you know those licks are sort of tonally based to lead back to E and not to A. You'll get there, you'll see it. Or another way of looking at it, the last way I'm going to show you, is you just take your A minor scale, your classic A minor first position box down there, and you just alter the 6th note. So you'll just shift it up 1, so your solo box will now look like this. A good way to tell if you're playing a song in the Dorian mode is to look at the 4 chord. If you're playing a normal minor key, the 4 chord will be a minor. But in the case of Dorian, you'll see that the 4 chord is a major chord. And now the moment you've all been looking for, 3 licks in the style of Santana. Okay, have fun noodling like Santana. Please remember to like and subscribe, and maybe if you tell me who you'd like me to copy and break down for you, I might just do you a solid. See you next time. Peace out.